Well, here it is, mid-November. The Super Coupe has been pushed in and out and in and out and in and out. I've robbed parts from its stash and my area is just a mess. I haven't actually worked in here since before duct tape drags on the Dart. And so it is time to get the Super Coupe ready. Mostly, I just got to get it out of the way so I can play with the Super Bee. And it's just not fair to the Super Coupe to keep pushing it in and out and in and out and robbing little parts here and there. So we're gonna get going on it. First thing though, I've got to clean up all of this mess. I've got rid of a lot of the stuff that was in here, but still it's just a big mess. So yeah, I'm gonna work on that tonight probably, and then finish getting the engine and trans all ready so we can paint it and do everything, new timing chain, all new gaskets, freeze plugs, seals, all that good stuff, shift kit and whatnot in the transmission. And really, I have basically everything to make this car super cool. And I've been kind of going back and forth. Should I sell it? Should I keep it? Should I sell it? Should I keep it? I really want to keep it because it's just such a cool and unique car. I'm hoping to have it down at MuscleCars At The Strip here in March, which is, well, let's see. Today's the 13th, I believe. And we need to be down there on the 14th of March. So I've got 4 months to finish this, fix the duct tape Dart, and I'm hoping to get the Super Bee ready so it can go as well. So not a lot of time and a lot of work. So, well, like I said, I'm gonna get going. Well, I've got the parts area kind of organized. So these are not all of the parts, but all of these have to do with the Super Coupe. I've got the engine and trans dug out, and now I've just got to spend the time to sit there with solvent and brushes and keep cleaning them, even though I've spent a lot of time doing that already. Then pull the engine apart, put new timing chain, all that stuff. Put a shift kit and filter and all new seals and gaskets in the transmission, and then stick them in. After quite a bit of time and a lot of scrubbing, it's still not clean, but it's way better than it was. So tomorrow I think I'm gonna pull the oil pan, the timing cover and everything, and get everything even more clean, and then start assembling new parts. Well, I am back, and I was talking to Dave from Rust Bucket Restos about just how greasy and nasty these are, and he told me to try oven cleaner. So I bought a couple cans of oven cleaner, and I'm gonna soak that transmission down and just let it sit and see what happens. So I set a tray down as well as some cardboard and opened a couple cans. We're just gonna soak this sucker, get a nice foamy surface. And I'm just gonna let it sit. It says on the can for oven cleaner to let it sit for 6 hours. So I'll probably just let this sit until I mess with it tomorrow. See if it does anything. Ooh, it definitely has a odor to it. Wow, kind of strong. I've got to get seals and stuff for the transmission. I thought I had them already, but apparently I don't. I can't find them. And I don't remember stealing them for anything, any other project. Anyway, I guess we'll see what it does. And I'm gonna get back started on this. And then I've got to get some drill bits and tap and whatnot tomorrow. I noticed one of the exhaust manifold bolts, I think it's on the other side, yeah, is broke. And it's unfortunately, yeah, that one. It's unfortunately kind of deep down in there, so have to drill it out and tap it and cross my fingers. So, yeah. So we've got the engine upside down. We put a new timing chain on it. Look how sweet that looks. That's like a sport one. Everything actually looks really good inside. All of the cross hatching is really nice. Bearings look good. We're putting rear main seal since we're already here, as well as a new oil pump and pickup. Then putting the windage tray back on. And then I just looked just for fun to see, and this is the numbers matching original engine to the Super Coupe. Pretty sweet. So we're gonna finish up tonight because the silicone's all frozen. But I got the stud kit installed for the oil pan. We've got the oil pump, everything done, the timing chain like I already said. We've got all the freeze plugs knocked out. Tomorrow we're going to try to get these all drilled out and tapped and get silicone that's not frozen so we can put the freeze plugs in, oil pan on, and hopefully get everything on the bottom done, flip it over, and heck, we might have the engine dang near done tomorrow. So, yeah. Just grabbing a little more video of the engine for the Super Coupe. Got new pump, new pickup. Check the bearings. The bearings are all great. Did a rear main seal, double roller timing chain, water pump, all the freeze plugs except for the back. We'll have to do that when we put it on the cherry picker. And then we plugged the little emission holes. We just used JB weld. And then we had to tap out one of the studs, and that's all done. Now I'm gonna get the oil pan on and get it flipped back over and start working on the top. And got to clean it up. There's a little bit of oil coming out of it in places. Anyway, yeah, it's coming along. So these are the Schumacher Tri-Y headers. And that's passenger side, obviously. And here's the driver's side. And we got these raw, thanks to Schumacher, because we're actually going to test fit them on an F-body and find out if they will work and clear everything. And hopefully they do, because I know there's not a lot of easy options for F-bodies. And F-bodies are getting pretty popular, and, you know, the Super Coupe is super cool. See what I did there? And anyway, so we're going to get these painted and get them test fit today and see what it takes to make them work right. Hopefully not much. Hey everybody, Jeremy here from Shade Tree Vintage Auto and DD Auto and Salvage in Logan, Utah. And we're finally going to be doing some work on the Super Coupe, hoping to have the engine and transmission installed today. Maybe not running, but at least installed. And we're also going to try out the Schumacher Tri-Y headers, do test fitment, see if they'll fit the F-body. So I'd like to thank Schumacher for providing the headers, and hopefully they fit with no modifications. And then that's great news for all F-body owners. But by the end of this episode, I do want to have that car on the road. I'm excited. There's been a lot of stuff just kind of going on over the last little bit off camera. We've got the engine all cleaned up and painted, and new frost plugs, or casting plugs is what they really are. Transmission's been all cleaned up and everything. As you remember in the earlier episodes of this car, this thing was absolutely filthy. So we used a whole bunch of super clean products and stuff like that and cleaned it all up. As you can see, it's way, way, way better than it was. And then the engine, I mean, I spent hours and hours cleaning off all the sludge, painted up, new timing chain, oil pump, pickup, a few other things, checked everything inside. It looked really good. The cross hatching was really good. So really didn't feel it needed a rebuild or anything. But hopefully we can have this car ready to be at MuscleCars at the Strip in March, and it's January 1st today. So we don't have a lot of time. And we've got like, there's 15 cars that we're taking down as our group. And I think out of the 15 cars, 3 of them have engines in them and none of them are currently ready, not a one. So we have a lot of work as a group, but we're gonna have a bunch of cool stuff at MuscleCars at the Strip, March 15 through 17, I believe. And we're gonna be doing drag racing, autocross, swap meet, just show. I'm gonna have the Super be there, the Fugitive. Yeah, it's gonna be awesome. So anyway, follow along and we're gonna get going. So we're just about ready to drop the engine in. We're gonna put the trans in all at the same time. So what we're gonna do is we are going to put the engine over the car, then jack the car up, put the trans under, and then I've got the headers all painted, ready to drop in. They turned out really good. If you guys haven't used this VHT paint, I love it. I use it on pretty much everything. It's a little bit expensive, but it is great product. Looks really good on here. There is kind of a seasoning thing. Once we fire it up, you're supposed to let it heat up and then cool down, then heat up again. But it's getting close, and I don't think we'll have it running today, but we're gonna hopefully have it all installed. And like I said, I mean, it was a mess in here. I've got the new power steering pump and hoses installed. So heck yeah. So we just set them on just to look and see where it's gonna be tight. Really, passenger side, I mean, look how much room you have for your oil filter. All the bolts are pretty easily accessible. Spark plugs aren't going to be a problem, or the wires. The driver's side, there's one little thing, and I'm going to talk to Schumacher because I think that they could easily modify it, but it does touch the casting right there. So we're just going to hit the block with a flapper disc and just take just such a little bit of material out. But they could change this tube angle maybe just a hair and solve that. This bolt's going to be a little bit hairy, as will that one, but clearance for days really on everything else. On the F bodies, one of the things everybody was talking about is how the tube comes up like that and it hits the brake booster, so you have to put a smaller brake booster in. I think there's more room here than there is with an exhaust manifold. So heck yeah, I'm excited to see how this all goes in. So this is the only issue we're having right here on the head. There's this little casting piece, and not all heads have that. I think it's just the later ones. So we're just gonna hit right here with the flapper disc and just take a little bit of material, and I mean a little bit, and then get it installed. Also, if you guys have never used the Remflex header gaskets, these things are awesome. They're made of graphite. They work phenomenal. They're like 50 bucks, I think, or 40 bucks. And you can get them from like Summit and eBay and all that stuff. So anyway, we're gonna get to work and try to sit this engine in. We're actually gonna try, just for fun, sitting it in without lifting the car and see where everything fits. And heck yeah, hopefully this all works out great. So I took less than 1/8 of material away, and plenty of room now. I mean, it's still close, but it's definitely not touching. So as you can see by the time lapse we just took, we actually set the engine in place with the headers on. And you can see how much room there is. Schumacher, you guys did amazing. The other side is a little bit closer, but part of that is because this panel isn't installed how it's supposed to be. So I'll fix that. And it'll still be close right there. Plus, I mean, once we tighten it up, you can see the header still rocking. Once we tighten it up, that's going to suck the header in a little bit as well. But super impressed. And we looked while the engine was out, and we're pretty sure we're going to be able to install the transmission with no problem with the headers, which I don't know if you remember, but on the Dart here, when we put the Doug's headers in, there's no way to pull that transmission out without pulling the headers because they suck. Like, they tuck right around the transmission. Super impressed. And so far, I don't see any issues with them fitting in the F-bodies, which again is absolutely awesome news for the F-body guys. Look how much room there is back there around the booster. Way cool. Can't wait to actually get everything put in correctly and tight and see what it looks like, and also see what it looks like underneath. So this is so cool. Look how much room there is with those headers. And I mean, this is just amazing, actually. I don't see any place where there's going to be a problem. And we're getting ready to install the transmission right now. And wow, I'm just super impressed with those. Yeah. Hey everybody, it's been a bit since I updated on this or did any work on it. Hey everybody, it's been a minute since I did any video of the work we've been doing on the Super Coupe. So I'm gonna hurry and do a quick update on this video and hopefully get it basically bolted together. So as you can see, the engine's installed, it's all bolted in. Headers are on, trans is in, exhaust is done. We bought a kit from Summit. It was just kind of a universal kit and it was awesome. X-pipe and whatnot, did Flowmasters. Kind of see it. Looks really good. Now I'm just going to kind of finish up the linkage, wiring, a couple other things, and then Saturday, well, as you can see, the front is all tore apart. We're doing all new front end kit. Had to go and have the ball joints pressed in and all that good stuff. So yeah, pretty straightforward, but hopefully we'll have this on the ground and driving on Saturday. It's getting really close. We're like less than a month and a half away from mats, and I still got to do stuff on the Super B, which it's hiding back there, and the duct tape Dart. Whole bunch of stuff going on. Plus we're moving shops again to a much bigger location, so we're going to be doing that. Anyway, so I'm going to go ahead and get started. Well, I didn't get a lot done, but I've got the wiring kind of set up, whatnot. Just ran out of time today, but really in a rush like this, we just have to, any extra minute that we have to hurry and try to do something. So I have a thing I've got to go do right now, but tomorrow I'll be back on it. And Saturday, I'm really hoping to have this on the ground, driving, everything. It's been registered and insured for almost a year. I put on 4 miles and it's been tore apart the majority of the rest of the time. But soon it's going to be on the road and it's going to be awesome. Back on the Super Coupe today, I've got Cameron here helping. Right now he's installing the brake line. Then we're going to get the front end all together. And with any luck, we'll actually have the car on all 4 wheels and running today. Obviously won't be able to drive it too much because we won't have an alignment. But otherwise, I'm hoping to have the bad Aspen done today. I'm excited. As you can see, we're getting closer, but the bad Aspen has been being a pain in the Aspen today and fighting a lot of things. But hopefully soon we'll be able to fire it up. The front end's going back together. However, there were some other issues that we ran into just because, like I said, it's been being a pain. Hopefully we'll be able to at least fire it up tonight, but probably not drive it tomorrow. That will be another story though. Hopefully we can take it at least around the block. Okay, so we are going to try to fire it up, see what happens. I'm not gonna let it run very much because I already found a problem here. For whatever reason, the thermostat housing is leaking, which was kind of They're always a pain in the aspen. Anyway, there's no sparks when we hook the battery up, so that's good. So let's go ahead and go over here, see what she does. I'm sure the timing will be off. Oh. Okay. Hey, the brake light came on the dash. Okay, go give it a shot. It cranks over, so that's a good sign. Uh-oh. I don't think we have spark for some reason. You don't want to put your tongue on it? It's just like a 9-volt.
I'm not going to say what I was going to say.
How about you just hold the screwdriver? You could put your tongue on it. There's no spark. So, back to the drawing board, and I'm not sure if we'll do it tonight or if we'll do it tomorrow. It's really cold. Wonder if I missed hooking something up. Or if I'm just a failure. I did change the box out for a box that looks cool, but I don't know if it's any good.
I'll bring the power probe tomorrow.
Yeah.
I guess we'll meet here tomorrow?
We can meet here or at the new shop. Let's meet at the new shop first.
Okay.
And then we'll come up with a game plan. Anyway, pain in the aspen. So this is take 2. We put the original box back on, even though it's ugly. We're gonna see if it'll start with that one, because I know that one worked because I actually drove the car with it. So we're gonna try it, see what happens. It's all hooked up. You have carb cleaner over there? Oh, I guess it would help if I hooked the battery up.
You just lied in your video. You said it was all hooked up.
Everything else is hooked up. Look, they had no small pieces. They didn't even have 3 foot. So I had to buy a 6-foot section of all thread so I can put like a 6-inch tall thing. So still not even kicking over. Okay, we'll play with that later. I've got to go get parts. It's kind of sad. I have all 3 of my cars getting worked on, and all I'm doing is being a parts runner. So that's awesome. Anyway, back to it in a little bit. Well, I had my dad, who's an electronic magician, come over. We have it fired up, but we still got to do all the tuning and everything. But hey, it has spark and fires up now, so that's something. So now that the aspen is rolling and sitting on all 4, we're going to take it to the warm shop to finish up. Really, it just needs like final adjustments, alignment, ride height, and the hood repaired, because that fiberglass hood is really, really fragile. And I mean, it's probably been on the car since near new. But yeah, it needs to come up a little in the front. Not a lot. I actually really like it sitting kind of low in the front, but right now it's just way too low. It rubs and there's just no suspension. So just adjust the torsion bars to where I like it, then get it in for the alignment. And this car is basically ready after that, other than there's a few things that I want to do that pending time I'll get done. Otherwise it's really close. So, but it will be nice to be working in the warm shop. Will make things a lot easier, especially that hood, fiberglass. When you do the fiberglass work, it has to be warmer in order for it to cure and everything. So anyway, I'm gonna get it loaded and then get over there, and I'll show you when we get it unloaded. So it's over here now at the warm shop with all of its buddies. And now we're going to adjust the height and probably try to get this wheel to go in a little bit and take the hood back off, because like I said, that thing is weak. So we'll probably set it upside down on something so we can do some fiberglass work on it. another day. Right now I just want to get the ride height, and yeah, this is going to be a really cool car. I'm pretty excited about it. I have the ride height set and kind of played with the alignment a little bit. Dylan's under there just tightening up the tie rod ends and sleeves. And then I think we're gonna just hurry and take it for a little buzz around the parking lot. I really want to drive it. It's gonna be awesome, I hope. Oh, there was a power steering leak. I think we got it tightened, but still a little bit low, so you'll probably hear it growling when we go. But we're just going for a quick little buzz. Let's see what it does. You can hear that power steering growling. Squirrely, so my alignment's not on. Kick down needs adjusted. Still definitely has some bugs, but hey, we're driving. Noise up there in the front end. Noises, I'm not sure. I have to do some playing. Definitely feel the alignment, something. You hit the ice and it.
Nice.
You know, since we drove the Aspen, I think we should go for a celebratory lunch. Why not take the MAXWagon through the drive-thru? That should be kind of fun. Just loaded the Super Coupe up so it can go for alignment. While it's gone, I'm gonna do the hood, all the fiberglass repair and everything. And then really this car, other than just a few things I want to do, it's pretty much good. I do need to fix the air dam and a couple other things, but mostly it's just stuff I want to do that's left on this one. So hopefully the alignment all goes well. We took the Aspen for a small drive, checked the alignment, and I've been mentioning I don't know how much gas is in it. I don't think there's very much gas in it, and guess what? We ran out of gas back there. So, hoofing it back, the walk of shame. Good thing we have the MAXWagon to go on a rescue mission, right? And there's the sad Aspen out of gas and the MAXWagon ambulance. Well, just this once on a rescue mission. These are both such cool cars. So it's on its actual maiden voyage, and we came here to Oreillys to get windshield wipers and a couple light bulbs. But man, it's fun. It's fun to drive this old Super Coupe. And total hot rod, got classic rock on, hood off. I mean, I need to put the grill in, but awesome. I'm so excited. Love this car. You are recording, right?
Yeah.
That was a joke.
Huh?
That was a joke.
You don't want me to record?
Oh, I do. Remember when you were supposed to record the other day?
Right.
Special challenges in divorce court. In addition, everything going on, they have to continue with allegations that there are more than the audit, coupled with claims on their business or practice itself. Clients with assets depend on their divorce lawyer skills.
Static. You'll turn it off.
Cops can't pull us over because we're only going 0 miles per hour.
Oh wait, we're going too slow. Yeah. You definitely should be used to being addressed. So the maiden voyage, aside from running out of fuel, was a success. Just put probably close to 10 miles on it. Runs good. There is a shake, and the tires rub. But I think if I air up the air shocks just a little bit, it has some on it. Hopefully they'll work. I'm gonna have to put lines, but then investigate what the shake is. Hey, I'm happy. That was very much worth all of the pain and suffering that I've been through so far. Well, the Super Coupe is so close, but needs a few things. including fiberglass repair on the hood. As you can see, it's all broke right here and right here on the other side. And like I stated before, I believe that the hood actually came up, as you can see, where it was torn here. And there's indentations on the roof where the 6-pack scoop hit. Anyway, so I'm going to try to do this. I have never dealt or worked with fiberglass, so it's going to be a learning experience, and hopefully it works. If it doesn't, then probably go with the steel hood and like a 73 4 5 6 dart style hood scoop. But I'm really hoping to save this. I think because how it's all broke out here, I may do 4 hood pins, but it's going to be hard to mount the rear ones. You can reach in on this side a little bit, but that side's way too thin for my fat arms. But anyway, we'll see what happens, and hopefully we can make this thing look good. The checklist is getting so short on it. It's really hood, tack, maybe, timing, the grill, hood pins, fix the air dam, and a carb leak. Differential's already done. I just filled it, so I need to cross that off. And as you can see, the dart is getting pretty close as well. It's actually down. It got the alignment today, and it's at Hawker's A1 right now to get some exhaust work done so that we can complete the exhaust. But anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and get to work on this. So I'm on the first real drive in the Super Coupe. The vibration is gone, so the drive liner that bad usually was the issue. But it does have kind of a weird shake, and you don't feel it in the steering wheel, but you can actually see the front of the car kind of shaking, like if you wash the fender and everything. It starts at about 55 or so. I'm hoping it's just a bent wheel or something. I'm not sure what else it would be. Everything in the front end is brand new. All pitman arm, idler arm, everything. So that's really the only thing I can think of is a bent wheel, except for I would think I'd feel it in the steering, and as you can see, the steering wheel doesn't shake at all. Although look at the front of it, you might can tell in the video, but it has just a really bad rattle and shake right at about 60, 65. So otherwise, I'm pretty impressed. It's awesome. As you can see, we've got the hood on the Super Coupe now. I've still got to do some adjustment here. The hood kind of sits low, so I've got to put some bump stops or something in. But the grill's back on. Super Coupe is basically ready to go. I've driven it a little bit. Tomorrow, which is Sunday, I'm going to drive it up to Coffee and get some good video so I can finish this video finally. And then you guys will, well, you'll be watching it to see this. So but man, this car is so cool. I actually really like it. It's going to be a lot of fun to drive. It's just a neat looking, unique car. Anyway, so I'm going to button up a couple things up on it today, and it will be ready. And then we're going to be doing work on the duct tape dart and on the Fugitive, and maybe even Walter, the white dart up there. You got that Walter White. Anyway, so you'll see video on all this stuff coming up here really soon, about the same time as you'll see this one. So anyway, yep, time to get to work. Well, everybody, I am excited to say that the Super Coupe is completed for now. Just needs some cleanup and just a few other little things, but man, does it look cool, even being all ratty and whatnot. It's got hail damage, everything. But something really cool about these that I mentioned in the first video. So there were only, I think, 531 Dodge Aspen Super Coupes built, and there's approximately 100 known to still exist. So seeing another one is kind of rare. Last year at Matt's, there wasn't, what, 2 F bodies, and neither of them were really anything special. So it's going to be kind of fun to have this down there and see what kind of attention it gets, because most people have no idea what it is and have never seen one. This car definitely is not perfect, but it's perfect for what I do and what I love. And really, I'm impressed with how well it turned out. It's got the 360, which was standard, and 727 transmission. This car was also used to test fit the Schumacher Tri-Y headers on F-body, and they fit amazing. So I'd like to thank Schumacher for helping out on those bit. And if you need headers for your F-body, those Tri-Y headers from them are amazing, and the link's going to be down in the description. Really, really a cool car, really unique, like I said. This one's kind of cool because it was optioned with the buckets and a console, black interior, and really all of the Dodge Super Coupes had the same exterior, but you could get different interior options. And this one's black versus the tan and whatever other colors you could get. The 6-pack hood, that was a direct connection piece, and as you've seen in the video, it was pretty messed up underneath. I made it a lift-off hood just because the hinges and the way it was broken, I didn't really want to make it hinge because I didn't want to break it again. You can actually see where the hood has came up and hit the roof. You can see where it's broke there on both sides, and then there's dents right here on each side. You can see that the car was a hail damage car, but again, I really don't care too much. It looks like it appears to retain most of its original paint. Man, I'm just happy to have this car together and finally be able to bring you video of it. And so I'm gonna go ahead and end with this burnout right now. Look at that, so fast, the tires are still smoking. Awesome.